The Kano State government has filed a fresh suit against the former governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje, his wife Hafsat Umar, and 6 others before a state high court. The 6 other defendants joined in the fresh suit include Ganduje's son, Umar Abdullahi, Umar Abubakar Bauro, Jibrila Muhammad, Lamash Properties Limited, Safari Textiles Limited, and Lesage General Enterprises. A copy of the suit filed by the Prosecution Counsel, Muhui Magaji Esquire, and others indicates that the government is dragging Ganduje and 7 others before the court on 8-count charges bordering on dollar bribery allegations, misappropriations, and diversion of funds running into billions of naira. No date has been fixed for the commencement of trial, but meanwhile, Ganduje, who currently serves as the national chairman of All Progressives Congress, has fired back with a stern warning to the Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf to concentrate on bringing good governance to his people instead of embarking on a futile attempt to tarnish his name and reputation. The ex-governor said the development was the latest attempt by the state government to drag his name in the mud. Moments ago, Governor Abba Yusuf told Arise News that his administration is not after any particular person. Let's listen to him.
We want to do justice to the good people of the state, not only on pro-parties. We also have another one on the political killings that took place from 2015 to 2023. We should be in government while allowing miscreants people to be, killing, maiming our own innocent citizens. And based on that, because we have that pain that so many innocent lives were lost, so many were maimed. And that was why I felt as a governor, it's a duty of me to do that. And it has no political inclination. It has nothing to do with the former governor of the state or any member of his family. We are purely doing it because we feel that is what should be done in order to restore sanity, accountability, and judicious utilization of resources in the state. It has never been our intention to combine it to be political.
All right, Governor Abba Yusuf of Kano there. Joining us in the studio now to help us take a look at this development is the Executive Chairman of the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, Muhui Magaji Rimingado. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, very quickly, talk to us about this decision to take the APC National Chairman to court.
Well, I thank you very much for having me. And the issue of taking somebody to court, I think, is a process of governance. You see, there are institutions of governments, and that is why most of the time in Nigeria, we always place priority on individual rather than the collective interest of the society. So there is an agency in Kano, which is Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, which is a subnational government agency that is dedicated to the fight against corruption, and we are appearing very well. And if you can Google in the internet, history doesn't lie. The former governor himself have made it several times and disclosed to the people that we are independent agency and we are doing our work without any interference. So I wonder now when it comes a turn whereby they are calling to come and account to the good people of Kano State that they might think otherwise. Perhaps it is the governor that instigated us to do it. If nobody instigated us to file a charge, we are doing our job. We will come to a stage whereby we deem it appropriate for us to make sure that we take it to the next stage. And this is not the first charges we have filed. Okay. We have filed a series of cases, like it is in the news, whereby we filed charge against some individuals at the Kano Agricultural Supply Company, where they had alleged to have diverted the sum of 4 billion naira meant for Kano State Agricultural Company. Now, we filed a charge against an individual whereby in the last April to April 2023, the appropriate money, 436 million naira, to purchase longer lasting treated mosquito nets for the good people of Kano State. Then they divert the money, send it to Beru Chan, change it to dollar, take it to somebody. then we have to file a charge against that. So perhaps because it does not involve high-profile personality to this magnitude, and that is why people don't know or are not aware of what
it wasn't much of a media issue.
Yes.
Okay, talk to us. What's the difference between this and what Ganduje had gone to court on the earlier previous dollar video saga and all of that? What's the difference between this fresh charge and the outcome of that one, which the former governor had gone to court on?
You know, the only difference is that perhaps the level of the charge. If you look at it, the issue of dollar video, we only were able to make 2 count charges on that. Perhaps because that is where we were before they take us to court. Because when we go to court, you can remember vividly when the court says we should not investigate not only the former governor, but his family members and even those that he appointed. And I think we spent almost 6 months or 7 months there about waiting for that order to be vacated. And when the order was vacated, it comes with another decree whereby the Federal High Court, in its wisdom, declared that the alleged offense, they acknowledge the fact that we have the powers to investigate and take appropriate action like the one we did. But what they said is, according to the wisdom of that court, that the allegation, that is the allegation of collecting money from a contractor, is a money lender and it's a federal offense. So we might have our own reservation on that, and we are taking step on that aspect. But what I'm trying to point out is here that we have come to a stage whereby the investigation of these particular cases has already been completed, and the powers of states to exercise its powers in prosecuting matter is sacrosanct. It provided.
But did you provide fair hearing? Was there any opportunity for you to actually show all of this to him, and for him to actually provide his own view?
Yes, that is what's the essence. When we write a letter to him to ask him to come forward and explain things, then he moved to court. So at least we have given him the right, because it is a settled authority whereby when you have been called and you didn't come, then certainly you have been given a right to fair hearing. It is his own right that he did not exercise. So we give him the right to come and explain things, and they didn't come. And certainly it is our conviction, based on what we have on ground, that this alleged offense contravened the provision of Section 22 of Kano Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission, which categorically provide where anybody who is working in government collected or asked for or received any benefit of any kind from any person, then certainly that is an official corruption and is punishable under that same penal laws.
Right.
So, and it's not only the issue of BDO dollar per se. We have a case whereby we investigate a matter, and it was shocking to find out that the former governor, sold a property belonging to Kano State government. That is a Kano court in general.
The one that's at Chalawa.
Chalawa. So Lesage Enterprises, it may interest you to know that Lesage General Enterprises belongs to the family, immediate family of the former governor. And you can
allegedly,
yes, you can. No, this is not allegedly. This is something that has been confirmed by the Corporate Affairs Commission, which is an entity that is registering the agency. We have all the documents, and it's all part of the exhibit that we have, provided for them, at least as.
All right. So you have established that Lesage General Enterprises is owned by the Ganduje family.
Yes,
and they bought that Kano.
They bought that Kano General, and the former governor single-handedly approved the search. And we have a document that we have attached in the church, whereby that document was saying that it was the minute of the company that is handling the Kano investment and properties, that is Kano State investment and properties. So the managing director of the company, who is the people dependent in the church, was telling the management staff that the company was, he has an offer from the prospective buyers of the company that they want to buy it at the cost of 750 million. And that's why we were conservative to take that 750 million as a peg price, because they have already destroyed the company. When you go to the place now, we have taken over but it's only a plot of land. So you see, an issue of mischief has come in. But the initial price of the company was said to have been 2 billion and above. And we have the valuation.
It was sold for 750 million.
It was sold to Lesage property at the rate of 320 million
on
the hand, by the hand of the former governor. And you see, you see, if you look at it, the payment, there's no evidence that the payment was made. In fact, the investigation has revealed that there was 90 million naira, which we have traced to another crime, alleged crime, that has been deposited to the company as a proceed of that sale. But there's no evidence to this. So we have a lot of analysis. And the issue of the other charge where the paste marks and what have you, if you look at Safari General Enterprise, Safari Textile Limited, Safari Textile is owned by him and his family too. Safari Textile, I'm telling you this as an authority. I'm telling you because this is what we find out from the agency that is responsible for registering the companies. So Safari Textile, he is a director, his wife was a director, and all his children. And the issue of Lasage General Enterprise, his wife is so signatory to Lasage General Enterprise.
All right. So, Ganduje has been reacting to what you've been saying, so that we try to manage time before we go. And he actually says that some of these things are all meant to be a political witch hunt against him, that Governor Abba Yusuf should concentrate on governance and not continue to play in the mud. How do you react to this? Is Kano Anti-Corruption Agency being used against political opponents?
Well, I don't expect this to come from him, and I charge you to Google up and see his comments on the Anti-Corruption Agency in Kano State. I remember vividly when we had remodeled our office, he invited the current and incumbent president of the country to come and open our office, the new edifice of the office. It is only unfortunate when the side of the coin has now turned, and that's perhaps what is coming out. But if you look at what we did, like for instance now, we have a case whereby the sum of 75 million naira was pegged and was alleged to be given to one of the daughters of the former governor. Now, you expect the commission to just keep mute simply because we are afraid of somebody to come and allege whether or not we have been used. The commission is independent. Nobody is using the commission. We are doing our work, and we will do it to the best of our ability, devoid of any sentiment, and without succumbing to any pressure or intimidation.
All right. So just before I let you go in 30 seconds, talk to us about how others also are facing the heat in terms of Kano State Anti-Corruption Agency. Those who are close to the governing NMPP, have they been found wanting in any other way?
Yes, recently we arrested and investigated the MD of Radio Kano, which he has been relieved of his duty. Serving permanent secretaries, even commissioners. Look, the commission is doing its all possible best to make sure that everybody has sit up, because it is my own conviction, and it is that is why the commission comes on board. We are to fight corruption in Nigeria, unless otherwise, if you don't want to progress this nation.
All right, we must thank you so much. Muhuyi Magaji Rimingado is the executive chairman of the Kano State Public Complaints and Anti-Corruption Commission. We must thank you so much for joining us. Then, of course, we're also opening the floor for Abdullah Ganduje, the APC National Chairman, and his aides to actually make use of the platform provided right here, because we've been trying to reach them also. It's been pretty difficult, so we are always available at Arise News to actually react to some of the things that you've said here. And then, of course, when the issues come up in court, we wouldn't be able to take that any longer. But we must thank you so much for joining us to watch this edition of This Week.